Welcome to the Women of Science Fiction. I'm your host, Malorie Cooper, and I'm here to tell you what the heck this is all about. First off, about me, I am a science fiction author myself. I write under the pen name MD Cooper and have a little bit over 100 books to my name. Um, and I created this endeavor, more like I started this endeavor. I think this thing is going to become a lot bigger than me very quickly. But I started this endeavor because I wanted to create a space for women who create science fiction about women to find women who love science fiction. And I should say, like, the sci-fi that women create doesn't have to be about women, but I feel like that's a focus that's missing. It's hard for women who write about women to find women to read their books. And I've learned this myself through my years of marketing and publishing. And I wanted to create a space where this could simply work better. One of the things that I've learned, and I learned this, I've seen this a little bit better because you might have suspected that I'm transgender, and I've seen this from both sides. I've seen what it's like to operate with white male privilege. And I know a lot of people don't like the word privilege, but when you lose it, you recognize it for what it was. It was privilege. And I've seen how women's voices are simply harder to hear or to have be heard. And there's a variety of reasons for that. And I'm not here to try and solve all of them. I'm trying to solve just this one problem of making it so that women who love science fiction can find women who make science fiction. And that they can enjoy it. And that's not to say that men can't make great science fiction that women love. They can. Some of my favorite female characters have actually been created by men, like Chris Longknife, by Mike Shepard. I love that. But I also love some sci-fi characters like Tanya Huff's characters in her Confederation of Valor series. Um, I find the main character in that series to be like one of the best female military sci-fi characters ever made. And not a lot of people know about Tanya Huff. Well, I think actually people do, but just putting that out there as an example. So why I made this was because I wanted to create a community for women to feel like their voices can be heard, like they're accepted, like they won't be spoken over, which can happen in other science fiction groups because they start out as male dominated simply due to the history of the genre. And it's hard for women to break in and to create comfortable spaces. And I've seen this so much in my own groups about my novels where I have a lot of female readers. I would probably say it's like 30 to 40% of my readers are women, but they just don't speak in the groups that much. They come in, they maybe make a post, and then they go. Maybe they'll make some comments here and there, but they don't really participate. And there's a lot of sociological reasons for this, a lot of anthropological reasons for this, again, that we don't need to get into. What we need to get into is a space for women that's made for women, where women can build community. So the big question, of course, then is how are we going to create this community? And I think we're going to do it really well for starters. I just yesterday just started this by putting up a post on Facebook, basically saying, "Hey, I'm doing this thing, and here's why I'm doing it, and here's my goals." And I am already inundated with women who want to help, women who have fantastic ideas, even men supporting the idea and cheering it on. Just so much good energy around this already. There's enough stuff that we could spend a year and like barely scratch the surface with all of the things that have been put out there already. So I'm going to need help. And I'm not quite ready to really lay out exactly where we need help yet. But if you think you might need to be able to help in some of these areas, that would be fantastic. I want to do a lot of YouTube content, at least like one author interview a week, perhaps, and maybe other YouTube content as well, such as unboxing books by authors, readings from various authors. I'm gonna have to get over my voice because I don't really like. I haven't being transgender. There's always issues in life, and one of the issues that transgender people have generally is they don't like to hear their own voices. So I'm gonna have to learn to deal with that because I have to do a little bit more editing where I hear my voice. I live stream every day, but I don't have to hear my voice repeated back to me. Anyway, that's a me problem. That's something I have to deal with. But I might need help editing content to get so we can get more content out on YouTube faster. I'm going to need help with reaching out to authors and saying, do they want to participate, with finding readers and saying, would you like to participate? And then, of course, we have to build the community for all these people to participate in. Now, of course, interacting on YouTube is one way where people can join in comments. We'll do live streams and all sorts of fun stuff. But also, there's just getting the audience and letting them participate and engage. So we'll probably start doing things like a Facebook group. We'll probably do a Discord server where we can all chat in real time. I want to build up an Instagram account that really is good for women to use to discover other women who write science fiction. And I want to do things like author interviews on Instagram and perhaps on Facebook and things like that. So a lot of places we want to create content, and then eventually even maybe have the ability to promo new and upcoming authors, or authors that we think as a community deserve some extra attention and stuff like that. So it's good. There's going to be a lot of areas where we're getting a lot of help, even creating just a directory of women who create science fiction. And of course, my focus being an author, of course, is very shockingly author focused, but I also want to include women who do sci-fi art, who, like I said at the beginning, who edit science fiction books, who love to beta read fiction books, people who will review science fiction books written by women, and then we can have, curated reviews of books. So a lot of areas where we're going to need a lot of help. But I really do think this thing is going to blow up very quickly, and we're going to have a pretty awesome community before long. So I hope you'll all subscribe to this channel. I'm going to put links down below to the Instagram and to the Facebook page, and of course to womenofsciencefiction.com. Go there, bookmark it. There's a contact form on that page. If you have suggestions, you can let me know. We're getting a lot more content on there soon. It's gonna be a little bit spare for a while, but we'll build it up for sure. I have a lot of ideas. And of course, if you want books that you think we should review or feature, definitely there's a page to nominate those. Do that. And any ideas you have, any ways you think you can help, absolutely let us know, and we'll get that cooking. So thank you for listening to me ramble. I think I kept it relatively short, which is pretty impressive for me. And I hope to see you guys around with more stuff soon. I have some cool surprises that are already brewing to start revealing on the channel. So subscribe here, ring the bell so you get notifications. Go to Instagram, follow us there. Like any of the posts that you might see, because that can help them too. Tag us in content you think you might want us to repost on Instagram. Like us on Facebook, and this thing is going to take off, and we're going to have a great place for women who love sci-fi to nerd out about sci-fi with each other, and it's going to be great. All right, thank you one and all. Have yourselves a fantastic day.